Hello friends and welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to talk about G Suite's Meet, Chat and Hangouts. And as you can see on the screen, we are going to cover all these topics listed here on the screen. Alright, so let's get started. So friends, to start with Google Meet, first you need to be logged in with your Gmail account. And once you are logged in with your Google Gmail account, you can go there on the Google Apps menu, and from there you can click on Google Meet icon here. As soon as you click on Google Meet icon, the main page of Google Meet will be open like this. And as you can see on the screen here, you don't have too much of options, icons and things to play with. Just two options here. We can see join or start a meeting and nothing is scheduled for today. So that is fine. If it is saying join or start a meeting, that is fine. Okay, but what is this? Nothing is scheduled for today, and from where it is coming? That's a question. So let's see. So let me tell you from where it is coming. This is something being fetched from your Google Calendar. This is something being fetched from your Google Calendar. This is simply saying that test.user2 is not having anything scheduled for today. No meeting, no schedules, nothing. And this is coming from the Google Calendar. Alright, so fine. To try it practically and test it, let's go ahead and schedule a meeting with test.user2, and this meeting we are going to schedule from test.user1. To schedule a meeting, I'll just go ahead and quickly with test.user1. I'll just open up the calendar for test.user1. That is fine. I'm just going to quickly create a meeting here. Alright, so let's create a test meeting. I'll just click on this blank spot and I'll go ahead and create a test meeting with test.user2. Okay, let's save it and send it. I'll just open up quickly the calendar of test.user2 and I'll accept the meeting. Okay, here the meeting schedule is, and I'm going to accept it. Yes. Now let's see. Here we go. You can see, guys, as soon as we the test.user2 is having some schedule for today, now Google Meet is saying that, hey, you have something scheduled at 16:30, right? So this is really cool. On this page you would not be necessarily going and browsing your calendars to see what is coming up next. If you're on this page, Google Meet will tell you that, okay, you have this schedule and you should be worried about it. Alright, so this was something about what next is scheduled and how Google Meet sends it. Now let's see, what is this join or start a meeting? So friends, by clicking on join or start meeting, you can see that it's asking for enter a meeting code or a nickname to start your own meeting. Enter a nickname or leave it blank. Alright, so for this testing purpose, what I'm going to try is I'm just going to type nickname here, test, and I'm going to say continue. So now, as you can see, guys, the meeting schedule has been created and no one else is here in the meeting room. So what you can do now, you can first try to join this meeting. Let's click on join and you have entered in the meeting room. From here you can see that you have options to add people or copy the joining information and share with it share that with any medium like chat or email or whatsoever you wish to, and people will be simply going and clicking on this URL and they will be able to join. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to invite test.user1. Alright, I'll say, hey test.user1, I'm sending this email to you, please join the meeting. All right, so let's go ahead and see if test.user1 has received it. Oh yeah, here is the meeting invitation for test.user1. We can either go by clicking this URL, or you can just click on join meeting, and here we go. Let's click on join button, and that's great. So guys, as you can see now, there are two users in this meeting, test user 1 and test user 2, and I have intentionally turned off the camera and turned off the microphone, and this is like, if you turn it on, your microphone will be on. If you turn this on, your webcam, your any attached camera with the computer will be turned on, so that you can have a video call with the folks if you need. All right, so this is how, guys, Google Meet works, and this is really cool. If you want to have some instant meeting and you don't want to schedule it, you just want to straight away go ahead and create a meeting and then ask your folks to, hey, come and join quickly, you can just use this option, and it's really going to help you with that. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the features of the Google Meet. So as soon as, guys, you have joined the meeting, now you have options to chat with the people, whoever are in the meeting room. Okay, so I'll say just hi. So this hi message will be appearing to all of these users, whoever are in this meeting room. So you can have chat if you want something to be conveyed during the meeting, but you don't want to speak out because someone else is speaking in at the same time. So you can just drop a note in the chat box, and everybody will be able to see that, okay, you want to convey this. Another cool option I would just like to tell you guys, that you have option to present your window. So as soon as you click on present now, these two options will be appearing to you. And what does it mean? So if you select a window, means a single window of your screen is going to be presented to the recipient. If you'll say your entire screen, means all your tabs, all your computer screen is going to be presented to the entire public who is there in this meeting room. All right, and let's talk about a little bit about these options as well. So guys, this is change layout option. So this is something, it helps you to change the layout, how you want the participants to appear when they are speaking it, right? So like the boxes can be created here and there as per the layout, as you can see appearing in the example. So you can choose any of the layout if you need, and you are done. Now here is the full screen. So if you need to present your screen, if you want to present your screen, or if you want to view your screen in a full screen mode, you can just go ahead and click that full screen mode. And to go back to the normal screen mode, you can just click on this exit full screen. Now this is something caption. So if you want to turn on captions, you can turn on the captions, and if you want to turn it off again, you can just go ahead and turn it off. Likewise, you have settings option. So if you want to set some default audio and video settings, you can go ahead and play around this. I don't want to change any settings as of now, so I'll just leave it as it is. And you have options to use a phone for audio, and these are something, kind of, if you want to report some problem to Google, you can just report a problem. If you want to report abuse, you can report abuse to Google. And these options are rarely used, but yeah, this is really handy if you are kind of encountered with any such kind of issues or concerns. All right, folks. So there could be some situation where during the meeting you may need to send the meeting details to someone else. So you can just click here, and you can copy the information of the meeting, or you always have the option to add more people during the meeting. So if you want to add more people from here, it's always fine to go ahead and click on add people, type in their name, and send the meeting invite. Coming back to the home screen of the Google Meet, one important thing I would just like to tell you guys that if you want to schedule a meeting from Google Meet page, you won't be able to do that because Google Meet is not for scheduling the meeting. It's for joining or starting a quick instant meeting. And I'll tell you why you can't do that. So let's just click on this plus sign and join or start a meeting. There is no option to schedule, right? Now, as soon as you click there on join or start a meeting, here you can see the hyperlink, learn how to schedule a meeting, because you don't see any option to schedule a meeting on Google Meet page. So you have to just click on this learn how to schedule a meeting hyperlink. Let's go and click on it. So now this is redirected to Google support article, and here if you see specifically it is written that if you want to schedule a meeting, you need to go ahead and in calendar and create an event, right? And you have to add by adding, and you can add Google Meet option by clicking on add conferencing. So let's see how it is done. Okay, so I'm in the calendar now. From this calendar, let's schedule a test meeting. I'll just click on the blank spot, and here I will say test 2. And now I'm going to invite my guest, test.user2, and I'll go on this more option. You can see, guys, I have options to either delete or add Google Meet conferencing. So if it is not automatically added, you will be able to see this icon, right? Add Google Meet video conferencing. So to add Google Meet video conferencing, you just need to click on this, and Google Meet video conferencing option will be added for this particular meeting schedule. You can see a link is created automatically here. And one limitation is there that up to 250 participants can join via using Google Meet, not more than that. So this is how you add Google Meet information in your calendar, in your meeting invite, and you can simply go ahead and save it and send it. So guys, this was all about Google Meet. Now we'll go ahead quickly and move to the next feature, which is Google Chat. So let's see how it works and how can we use that. So friends, to use Google Chat, first you need to be logged in with your Google account, and again from the Google Apps menu you can go ahead and click on chat icon. As soon as you click on the chat icon, you will be redirected to this main page of Google Chat. Friends, in Google Chat you have options like chatting with people, creating your own chat room, or chatting with bots. So let's see what's the use cases of these options. So friends, let's say if you want to have a chat with one particular person or a user in your organization, so what you can do, you're not supposed to create a room for that, right? You can just simply go ahead and search for that people, or you can just simply go ahead and search for the user. I'll just search for my user, which is test.user2, and as soon as I will click on test.user2, a chat box for test.user1 and test.user2 will be opened. Now here we can have a chat. Hello, how are you? Okay. So this is something test user 1 is typing for test.user2, and let's go ahead and see how it is appearing for test.user2. All right, so in fact on the main page of email, even the chat is appearing here, but if you want to go ahead and chat through the chat option, you just need to click on chat, and then you will be redirected to the Google Chat main page, and from there you can see that test.user1 have just sent few messages for test.user2, right? So let's reply to test.user1, good, and you. So this is the message from test.user2 for test.user1. Let's go ahead and see how it is appearing for test.user1. Oh yeah, good, and you. I'm fine. That's it. So guys, this is how the Google Chats work between two users. And there could be some situation, guys, like where you may need to create a group or a room where multiple people from multiple departments can join a chat room. And might be it is just because of a specific project, it might be just because of some specific event. So you can go ahead and do that. So for creating a new chat room, you just need to click here in the search box, and you can go ahead and create a chat room here. I'll give a name to this chat room like test, and I'll say create. Fine. So as soon as I create a chat room, the chat room will be highlighted under these rooms, and you can see there are no people and bots in this chat room. So for adding people and bots in the chat room, you just need to click on this add people and bots. I'll just click in here and I'll say test.user2, and I will add a bot here. My favorite bot is Meet. Okay, I have added one user and a bot in this chat room. Now I can have a conversation with them, either with the bot or with the user or with both. Hey, how are you guys? I can have this chat like this. Okay, and the beauty of this Google chat is that you can create a number of rooms that you need for different projects, for different departments, and you can have a chat with the specific group of people. You don't need to go ahead and search for the directory every time and create temporary groups and then discard this. You can just create rooms, and have a chat with your group of people. And another beauty of this Google chat is that you have options to use bots. So one of the favorite bot of mine is Google Meet. For example, if you want to ask Meet, hey, go ahead and schedule a meeting for you. Hey, go ahead and schedule a meeting for me. So you are not, you would not be required to go ahead and click on calendar, then schedule a meeting by filling in time and everything and user detail and all those stuff. You can just ask the chatbot Meet, and the Meet will be able to create a meeting schedule for you as per your preferred time requirement. Alright, so let's see how bot works. Now I'm just going to ask Meet that, hey, go ahead and schedule a meeting with test.user2 tomorrow. Woohoo! Now the bot is asking which of these people do you mean? Okay, so let's go with option A. I mean test user 2. The bot has investigated and checked the calendar of test.user2 and was able to find out some slots where test.user1 and test.user2 both can meet. Alright, so now let's select any of the options and see what bot is going to do. I'm just going with option D. And here we go. As you can see, guys, the meeting has been scheduled now. I have scheduled your meeting. That's great. You can see it in our calendar. So let's click and see how it is appearing in the calendar. View in calendar. Woohoo! The meeting is scheduled. And as you can see the title of this meeting, it is saying including at Meet, because it was set by the Google Meet bot. It was not set by you or me. And friends, one of the cool thing about this Google Chat is that you can have bots included in your rooms that you create basically, and you can ask the bot any question which are of course supported by the bots, and they will have your work executed. So once you are familiar with the bots and their functionalities, it's really going to make your life easier. whenever you are going to use meeting rooms or the bots functionalities. And guys, you can also see that here you have options to either upload a file, or you can go ahead and add a Google Drive file, or you can just go ahead and add a video meeting, or you can just send a smiley or emoji, right? What about this one? So guys, this is kind of toggle history. So if I'll just turn it on, history is off, message deleted after 24 hours, right? Can you see? So whatsoever you are going to chat, whatsoever you are going to write to any folks, to any bots, those messages are going to be deleted after 24 hours. So if you want to keep your history, you just need to turn it off. Okay, so as soon as you turn this toggle off, your history of these chats, of the discussions or conversations will be recorded. If you want to go ahead anytime and revisit your chat history, you can go ahead and visit them. Now, I would just like to tell you about the function of starting new thread in the same meeting room. So, for example, let's say we have a meeting room here, work from home technology. And if you want to have any conversation with your folks, maybe related with some project, maybe related with some challenges, you can keep the chat and the projects on. And as soon as your conversation is off, you can go ahead and start a new thread for a new stuff. So for example, I'm going to start a new thread. Hi, is the project still going on for installing storage? Someone replied, say no, it's closed. All right, so let's say this is just for example. I'm not going and choose any other users to reply back. I'm just replying on my own that okay, no, it's closed. So now you can see that a thread is now created here. And as soon as this thread is closed, as soon as this activity is closed, you can go ahead and start a new thread. Hey, what's the status of IT tickets today? Someone is replying that it's all closed. All right, so now let's see, we have two threads here. We can easily go ahead and identify that okay, something has happened on this thread and something has happened on this thread. And if you want to kind of email this complete thread, you can just click on this email icon and you can forward it to inbox. Woohoo. Just single click and this whole chat conversation, this whole chat thread is forwarded to your email ID. If you want to edit, you can go ahead and edit that. Yeah. So this is how the Google Chat option works. So guys, this was all about Google Chat. Now let's quickly jump in and see how Google Hangouts works and what is the practical use cases for Google Hangouts. To use Google Hangouts, first you can go ahead and click on the Google Apps menu, and from there you can scroll down a bit and you can click on Hangouts. So as soon as you click on the Hangouts icon there, this Google Hangout main page will appear to you. And from here, as you can see guys, there are so many options to play with, like video call, phone call, messages, new conversation, and even if you want to create new groups, you can go ahead and create new chat groups here. If you click on this menu option, you can see there are many options available to play around, like contacts, conversation, phone call, invitations. And so if you want to go ahead and use mobile apps related with Google Hangouts, you can see Android, iOS, Chrome, Hangout Dialer, everything is available. Whatsoever you need to use, you can go ahead and use them. Even there are few Google Chrome extensions available. So if you want to So if you want to use Google Chrome extensions, you can just simply go in Google Chrome and find out the Hangouts extension, and you can add that extension in Google Chrome. You may not need to have some apps for that, just a small extension and it will be done. All right, let's see how these features and functions works in Google Hangouts. So guys, for starting a new conversation, simply you can go ahead in the search box and you can type the username that you want to, and you can select the user, and this chat box will appear now. You can send in messages. Hey, how are you? How are you? All right. So now the test user 2 would be able to reply you back either using the chat option available on the email page, or by going to Hangouts page, and from there the test user 2 can respond, hello, I'm fine. All right. Even if you want to start a quick video call with the user that you are chatting with, you can just click on this video icon and a quick video call will be initiated. If you want to add a few more folds in this conversation, you can just click on this plus sign, and you can see if you're hovering on this plus sign, you can see the message, create a group Hangout with test. So as soon as you will as soon as you will add few more folks in this chat group, group will be created automatically. So let's see how it works. Let's click on this plus sign, and I'll just say okay this guy and create a group. All right, so as you can see, now a group has been created with 2 folks. There are 2 users. You can see the count is there. There are 2 users here. I'll say hi, welcome to the group. So guys, let's say if you want to create a group, you can just go ahead and click on the new conversation plus icon, and from there you have option to select new group. Let's name the group to something, test group first, and I'll select few users here. Let's say test.user2 and test.user2, and I'll select admin to be part of this group, and I'll say save it. So guys, you can see now test group first is created. If I'll send any message, all these folks are going to receive this message now. You can create numbers of chat groups like this as per your requirement, and you can have conversations there, right? If you want to start instant video call with the folks in the group, you can just click on this video call option, and now we have this phone call. So guys, if you have credits, you can go ahead and make phone calls also using this Google Hangout feature. If you want to message someone, you can simply click the messaging option here, and you can select the user from this drop down, or you can search the user if the user list is really long, and you can choose any of them, and you can have conversation with the user like this we did. So guys, this was all about the Google Hangouts, and this is how you use Google Hangouts. This is really cool IM and collaboration platform. So friends, hope this was informative for you and you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Please write down in the comment box if you have any questions, suggestion, or new content request. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to help us and help others. See you again in the next video. Till the time, happy learning.